in with Atlanta's hottest hip-hop station. The Hype 87.3.
That's right. It is your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live right here in ATL on the Hype 87.3. And today, we got the one and only Jungle checking in all the way from Jamaica. He just came all the way from Jamaica to escape the hurricane to come here today. I'm just kidding. He lives here now. What's going on, family? How you doing?
Good morning. Morning to you and morning to everybody. 87.3.
It's good to have you here.
So glad to be here.
Absolutely. And I want to just say first and foremost, before we jump and dive into anything, I just want to send a whole lot of prayers out to Jamaica because they just got devastated with that hurricane. And I've been seeing footage. They're flooded and buildings are damaged. And do you still have a lot of family there?
That I do.
Man, have you been able to check on your people?
Definitely. My best friends, a ton of family. And anybody that knows me and knows me personally, a lot of people in the field, we have been checking on everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure Bigger understands anybody who's in Jamaica who has Jamaican links right now. It is disastrous.
It is. It makes me emotional because I've firsthand have seen what these hurricanes do. I'm from Florida. We've got hit multiple times.
Florida don't play. Florida get hit
all the time. Yeah. And I've just seen the devastation that it can cause. But I'm like, they said it's the biggest hurricane on the planet this year that hit. And now Cuba's getting pummeled too. And it's like, so definitely prayers out to everybody, prayers out to your family and friends as well that's still residing in Jamaica.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, most definitely. So you grew up between Jamaica and here in Atlanta.
That I did.
Two very different, we'll say, music rich cultures. The sounds are very different. But do you feel like you grabbed a little bit of both from your Jamaican roots and now being in Atlanta when it shows up in your music?
I wouldn't even say grab. Grab is an understatement. Like we took it by strong hold. So yeah, it ain't on me. It's in me.
Yeah.
So and that's from both sides. So I want to make sure, everybody understands from the East and in Jamaica. It was like always a part of us. Apparently. Got a highly musical background of family. So a lot of people don't know my granddad, actually. When I was younger, I came to find out he used to perform at Carnival. He performed at a lot of things, and he never became a huge artist, and that's overlooked. But the things that are blessed upon me, I had no way of running against it.
Yeah.
So meaning to say, some of the biggest people that I've worked with, I've never paid money to. These people are my neighbors. So I grew up with Max Romeo, a few houses up the street from me.
Yeah.
So these people in Atlanta, free bands, like all my homies is my homies without music. So of course, we took everybody's sound. We wouldn't even say that it was a little bit of an influence. Like, it was a direct influence, and we're very glad for that. Like, we bring it to the world. We bring reggae to the world, and we also bring that trap shit to the world as well.
Because I feel like the reggae sound is so international. You can take it anywhere and people are going to love it.
This is true.
I feel like every culture, every walk of life, every race, every whatever is going to love it because it's such a beautiful, feel-good sound. And, historically, obviously, I feel like a lot of Americans, their most familiar sound with Jamaica is going to be Bob Marley, of course, because, he's a legend. However, it's so much deeper than that because there's a lot of great talent, including yourself. What age did you move from Jamaica to this? Did you move straight to Atlanta or did you go somewhere else first?
I actually did not move straight to Atlanta. I came back to America when I was 6.
Okay.
So about 6, maybe 7 years old, I came to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Not Atlanta, came to America.
Yeah.
And I went to middle of nowhere, Louisiana.
Okay.
So I was in Grambling, Louisiana. My mom was in college at the time. So I spent 5 years in Grambling. And after Grambling, I moved here in the 4th grade.
Got you.
4th grade, I moved to Atlanta. I moved around. So I've lived in like Florida.
Okay.
Originally ended in like New York. So I've lived a little bit of everywhere. And then at the age of, 9 or 10, we settled down in Atlanta. Okay. Yeah.
So it's a lot of your immediate family that's with you here?
Most of them.
Most of them, okay.
Most of them. Yeah, we brought back a lot of people. So
that's dope.
I'm very proud of that. I will say that I am one of those immigrants that people ask you, what do you spend your money on? What do you spend your time on? I'm like, hey, you trying to get up here? I got time for you. You trying to see my country? I do that as well. So
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. So you've been doing music professionally since about 2015. Does that sound about right, for about a decade now?
yes, in 2015.
Okay. Since that time until now, I know you mentioned you took like a hiatus, you took a break. What was it that, if you don't mind sharing, that made you put a pause on music for a little while and then come back in?
For me, it just got to a point of personal and professional.
Yeah.
And career-wise, we were more than satisfied. It hurt a lot of people.
Yes.
It hurt myself and my team to say, hey, let's step away. But sometimes things are necessary for a long term.
Yes.
And it just got to where things got a little bit messy. So it was a little bit messy. We had some label situations. Things got a little bit personal. The personal life mixed with, and I had to make a grown man decision and say, hey, I'm going to put my family first.
Yeah.
I'm going to put myself, I'm going to put mental health, I'm going to put everything that's around me, because I can't take care of everybody if I'm not together. So that was that, you know?
That is the biggest facts ever. If you're not good with yourself, you're no good to anybody else.
This is a fact.
You have to take care of yourself, and that comes mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. There's a lot that goes into it, especially as a man. You know, men want to be leaders, men want to be providers. And I'm not saying that they have to be, but, you know, traditionally that's typically the role is that they play. And I know I've been around enough men to know that when all that's not in check, it weighs on your mental very heavily.
There you go.
Big time. So I'm glad that you took that hiatus. You needed that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, listen, there's nothing wrong with that. Mental health is real. And I say it all the time. Take care of you first.
Oh, yeah. Still stay in touch with everybody. Still, you know, watch people. Still, we hung out when it comes to personal. But as far as work,
Yeah.
we did have to put a lot of things on pause. But the great thing about good music is that it's the same as like dope. It sells.
It sells itself.
It sells. You can put it on the shelf. You can put it in a vacuum seal. You can got now. You can bust that bitch out the rapper 2-3 years down the line.
Right.
You know what? It good dope.
I love it. I love that, man. Definitely. So from 2015 until now, you probably learned some lessons along your way about this music industry. Give us a big one, though. What's a big lesson you're like, dang, I didn't see that coming?
The name of y'all station, hype. Don't believe the hype. Be you, probably the same thing that like we and I preach to everybody at schools, at everywhere. Always be you.
Yeah.
And love people for themselves. So, as they say, when you grow up and when you go into these roles, don't believe the hype of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Love a person for who you meet them as. Love a person for who you see them as. Don't meet somebody and say, oh, this is XYZ. I believe. When they show you that, hey, it's not really, the game is not really, that's probably the biggest lesson in this game, is that there's a lot of hype. Most of it is lies. Most of it is smoke and mirrors. If you can get past that, then you can get to the money.
You are absolutely right. There is a lot of smoke and mirrors, because there's people who I've met that I slick put them on a pedestal before I met them. But once I got to know who they are, I'm like, they ain't no different than me. You know what I'm saying? I slick might be doing a little better than them, but they just put on a good show.
Not even better, just as a person morally.
Yeah,
As a person morally, you're like, hey, this isn't somebody who I think like.
when someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Believe it.
And let them be who they are. Don't try to change them. Let them, when they show you who they are, believe them, and let them be who they are.
This is true.
Because I feel like that's the only true way to know if they need to be in your life or not. We can't change nobody. So let's talk about this current single. It's called Felony. It's a fire record.
This is true.
Fire record. What inspired the song?
This song was actually written by one of our writers in Jamaica named Saddam.
Okay.
You'd have to ask him why. Living in Jamaica, according to him now, the crazy story behind it. He came up in the 2000s, I say like around that 2017-15 area. And he worked up here for a while, and he learned about the word felony. And he learned about the degrees of like how harsh it is. And he became obsessed with it. And apparently at his studio one day, he cut this record. So that is actually him on the hook.
Okay.
A lot of people confuse that, and they think that maybe it's me. That's actually Saddam, one of our writers on the hook.
So he's the writer and he's on the hook. Who produced the track?
He produced.
He produced it as well.
Yeah, he produced it.
Oh, he's super talented.
Yeah, we got some bangers.
Shout out to you, bro. What's his name?
Saddam.
Shout out to you, Saddam. Mm-hmm. Did I say that right? Okay, Saddam. I want to.
And a lot of people are scared about that right now. They're like, "Oh, you really have a record with a guy named Saddam?" I'm like, we really have a world here.
Hello, you ain't exactly.
So thankfully, I am just that type of person. Yes, my name is on it. Yes, my name and our team. We have picked up, and like my team is behind it. Video's behind it. It is being distributed 100% under us. We've picked it up. We funded it. That's cool. But out of respect, I won't ever overlook, and I won't take someone's work and say, "Hey, not mention it."
No, absolutely. That's so important because oftentimes producers, the engineer, the features, people don't mention them, and I'm like, they were a part of the song too. Why would you not want to mention them? So, shout out to you for making sure the world knew he was a major part of this record.
Oh, yeah.
Most definitely. So you've had the opportunity to work with some Grammy winners, Atlanta legends, which are big milestones because not everybody gets the opportunity to work with some legends in this business. What's the most impactful piece of advice that you've gotten from somebody that you worked with?
Honestly, other than the one that we dropped earlier about not believing hype.
Yeah.
Also, stay focused and ask for what you want. That is the number one biggest piece of advice. Shout out to Crunk. Out of everything, when it comes to publishing, when it comes to records, when it comes to deals, when it comes to being noticed, record play, ask for what you want. You are not going to get anything just sitting at home believing and thinking that someone is going to come up to you. You have to ask and say, "Can I be a part of this?" And even when you get overlooked and you don't get placed on a project or you don't get a placement, you have to ask again and ask again and ask someone to help you and ask and ask and ask again.
A closed mouth don't get fed, right? You are absolutely right. We miss 100% of the shots we don't take.
That's it.
So you have to shoot your shot. The worst that could happen is they tell you no, and that's cool. You keep it moving. Move on to the next opportunity.
That person may not be able to do it for you, but they may be able to refer you to someone
right
who can.
So what he said, man, any artists out there, ask for what you want, especially if you are going into a deal. Negotiate with them. Make it make sense for you. And if they can't meet you somewhere halfway or something, then that might not be the situation for you.
I went to get an oil change on one of my cars 2 days ago, and it started off at $133. And by the time I asked some questions and said, "Hey, if I go buy my own oil and come back," it came down to $50. And they were like, "Well," and it's just honesty.
Yeah.
They're like, "Well, it may cost the same." I'm like, "Bro, I went and got the oil."
Yeah, I'm not using your product. Right.
So just ask for what you want.
Exactly. Because like we said, the worst that could happen is they tell you no, boom, you move on to the next one. You go next oil shop down the road, you go to them and they're going to do it for you.
Also ask in the sense of, "Hey, what is in this?" So some people aren't raised like that. You don't just open your mouth and say, "Hey, eat this."
Yeah.
You would stop and say, "Hey, what's in that spoon?" So ask the same thing. What's in this paperwork?
Absolutely.
What is this that you're agreeing for me to do? Okay, you want me to come to your event. What is in it for me?
Yeah.
Just ask.
And a lot of people don't like that. They get offended. People are so easily triggered because I deal with that because I'm like you. I ask a lot of questions. Especially if someone invites me somewhere, I'm like, okay, well, what venue is it at? Who's going to be there? I need to know this stuff because if I'm coming out, putting my life in jeopardy, stepping out in traffic and whatever, I need to know these. If you don't like it, then I don't need to be there.
And they don't know why you're asking. You could be bringing more people. You could be bringing somebody to help the event. You could say, "Hey, what kind of vibe is it? I may need to dress a certain way."
Exactly. Those type of details are important. So when people ask you questions like that, don't get offended. Just answer them. Straight like that.
This is true.
How would you describe your creative process when you're in the studio? Do you already come with your music written? Do you get in the studio and put it together? What does that look like for you?
I would say on a majority. First off, no experience is the same. So on a majority, and with me, if I'm solo writing, I like to come prepared.
Yeah.
So I don't like to waste time. They call me Joe Jackson in the studio. I kick people out. I tell them, "Hey, we're not focused on what we're doing. If I booked 6 hours, I have a plan to get at least 3 songs done. if we're not gonna do 3 songs, we may do 4, 5, 6 songs because we may cut some hooks. We may go through in the beats in the meantime. But with me, I guess I'm kind of like Jordan, Kobe, those, man, I hope to be on that level of production one day, but I have that work ethic when it comes to being on the court.
I feel like you need to control your environment. It's very vital when you're working that you control the environment that you're in.
Of course, we came to work. We didn't come to play.
And a lot of people don't get that. Like with here, I have limitations. Don't bring your whole entourage with you. You can't smoke in here. You know what I'm saying? Because we came here to work. We're not here to parlay with 15 people and screw off. You know what I'm saying? And then some people don't like that, but then that just doesn't mean they need to be a part of your environment.
Things are a part of it, but if they're around you and they want you to go further, then they understand and they respect.
Exactly. 100%. Absolutely. So you prefer... let's get in here. Let's get to work because time is money.
Time is money.
Time is money.
Somebody's paying for it, and 80-something% of the time is me. It's a company that I'm associated with. It's a label that I brought in.
Right.
It's a A&R. 89% of the time, if I'm in the room, I'm involved and I'm tied to this some kind of way.
Facts.
And that's what creates that situation for me. So that is my creative process of it's months in advance. These are things, when I come to the studio, it's, hey, I want this engineer. We booked this time. So I am not a, let's get in there and just punch it type of person.
Right.
We done did that. We collected the bread off of that. We had a good time. And I will not lie to you. Like, that's just where it's at. Now, some nights, of course.
Yeah, on a whim. Yeah.
But me personally and what I do, that's just how it works the best for me, is to plan it out and go in there and be effective.
You're very structured. You don't have to tell us where you record at, but do you record here in Atlanta?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So you go to a studio local out here, most definitely.
And I ain't got no problem telling you where I record at, man. I record at some of the best studios I record at. I got private studios, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but then a lot of people call me for studios as a songwriter. So a lot of
I got you.
me for, but of course, you know, I be in the big ones. I be in the big ones. So
because you want that good quality sound.
Yeah.
Not that you can't get it from a small studio. Don't come for me because you can. But oftentimes perception is everything. Like when you're in that big studio, it's a good look too, especially if you're filming when you're in there, you know.
I ain't gonna lie, like it's the quality.
Yeah.
It's the quality, and I mean a lot of these labels, and when you, in all honesty, what it comes down to is if you have the opportunity to, why not? We can curse on here, right?
Of course.
Okay, why the fuck not? why the fuck not? So
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and tell you that. So I'm Patchwork, shout out Patchwork.
They're they've one of these staple spots here in Atlanta. Like
they the homies. Like aside from the work and the professionalism and the quality, they just the homies.
have you ever been to, and it's not too far from here, Tree Sound Studios?
My big bro records at Tree Sound. So.
Yeah, that's another phenomenal recording studio. Some big artists, just like Patrick.
I was
have been
blessed to be brought to Tree Sounds years ago before my hiatus. So I was, but now currently I have not been to Tree Sounds in years.
Yeah, it's actually right up the road from here. It's not too far from here.
So my big bro records there. He speaks highly of it. I know Burn One records there. A ton of people, as you say, you speak highly of it.
Yes.
So yeah, I do. Where have I worked? Mud Knocks. I'm not gonna leave them off the list.
Yeah.
We done made some bangers at Mud Knocks. We as in some of the people that you mentioned earlier. So a lot of, and I'm that type of person. Like if you work with me, I'm gonna bring you to the trenches, and I'm gonna bring you to the nice studio. Whatever you okay with working on.
Yeah.
So I brought some of the biggest artists. Me and Trey Lawson, shout out, have recorded at Mud Knocks.
Yeah. You actually have an upcoming collaboration with him, with Trey Lawson, right?
That I do. I have a million bangers in the vault with Trey Lawson. A million. We probably going to put the number at like 12, 20, but yeah.
Okay, so when are we going to anticipate the releases to start? I know you want to strategically plan it, but when can we anticipate the releases to start with him?
That I do want to plan it.
Yeah.
And it has been planned. 2026, shout out to Vidya. As I said, that is my distribution. And 2026 is when most of my records with them are dropping.
Gotcha.
First is with Carter Z. Got a record with Carter Z. And
Okay.
The name of that record is Time, and it's a banger. We got something with Caution, the Icon. So a ton. We actually got records that we're re-releasing. So shout out to him. Shout out to the Grammy wins. And yeah, we just keeping it pushing.
With you having that many songs in the vault, do you think like maybe coming into 2026 you'll be doing like monthly releases?
We're not gonna overhype the people and tell them that monthly
Okay.
down the pipeline. But we will let you guys know that we have some bazooka ready. We need people to free up the money. That is the thing.
Yeah.
I have to be honest and transparent with the people.
It's an expensive business.
It's an expensive business.
Yeah.
So, you feel me? We're going to get on to that next. I'm pretty sure you probably got that question for me, but that's what's going on.
Well, absolutely, because every time you put a song out, you got to have some sort of budget to put behind it. Like marketing and promotion are the most important things, because you could have great music, but if nobody's hearing it, it don't matter.
This is fact.
Does not matter. It's like you got to run ads. You got to come up with strategic ways to get it out there. It's so much, and all this cost.
Listen to this. What she said.
Trust me, I know, because I run ads all the time. I spend hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of dollars.
And this is the new age.
Yes.
Like you, Ranker, all the bosses, all the generals, y'all coming from pressing up flyers.
Exactly.
CDs. You used to have to buy the 6-stack. So it's like the game don't change. It cost. I remember when I first came into this, we would do exactly what you said. I would be outside of the club passing out flyers at 2 a.m. when the club was letting out. It still goes on.
Man.
I just left Green Acres or Green Haven 5:30 in the morning, 4:45, and I shout out Timmy. So big up Timmy, that's Armani's manager. And yeah, at 4:35 in the morning, going on 5 a.m., it was flyers on my car.
The grind don't stop.
It don't stop.
The grind don't stop.
It's an expensive business.
It is an expensive business. So let me ask you this. Atlanta's pretty crowded with music artists. There's a lot of them out here. Some of them don't take it so seriously, but then there's some that do. What do you feel like makes you, Jungle, stand out from all the artists that are out here in Atlanta?
I mean,
pop your ish, man. Come on. Don't be humble.
First off, you can't redo this. It's only one of them. Only one of them. So I think it just stands for itself. So the bilingualism, Atlanta don't have that. And that is just my lane that, thank God, I just want to show people that I took 4 years off.
Yeah.
I took 4 years off, and up to now, Atlanta don't have a bilingual Jamaican artist where I go back and forth. They just don't have it.
Yeah.
Other states may. You have New York, you have Conscience, you have other states, Version there, Florida. You have other states where people come from and end up being, nobody not born from Atlanta where do it.
I agree with you.
So,
if they have, I haven't heard it. They're not making any noise.
That's just it. That's just it. So I'm here. I'm returning to stay. I'm back to stay. And, we got some big hits, some big hits that's about to just slap everybody.
I love it. So let's take it outside of music for just a minute, because I believe you have to have multiple hustles. You can't just do one thing. You're also involved in real estate, Airbnbs, Jamaican hospitality trips. How do you balance all these businesses and still have time to do your music?
In honesty, that was what the break was for.
Okay.
So in the break, in the past 8 years, I was including music. I've owned a trucking business.
Okay.
I've always had Airbnbs. I'm just now exiting out of Airbnb within the last month, 2 months. I've finally made a decision. I've sat with my partners and we've said, hey, we're going to go ahead and start exiting. So other than that, I've been in real estate. I got into flips about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Made 2 or 3 flips. So
make a quick flip.
Yeah. That was it. I just went from bricks to bricks, and that was just it. That was just it. A lot of people just be saying about it, but that's just me. Anybody that know me know, every single person that know me, which is why I get to work with the people who I work with. Yeah. Because they know me, they see my story, and they know yo, that dog, they're real. ain't no play. I'm not making up. I'm not rapping about. I'm living what I'm rapping about.
Yeah.
So it ain't like
ain't no fugazi in what you're talking about.
None of that. And my big homies know that. Not on them side. They're not. I respect my big homies and my big people. Them all of the grown adults. You know what I'm saying? They know that.
So the Airbnbs, you said you're exiting out of that situation. Is it just too much upkeep with that? Like, you know, what made you decide business wise? What was the business decision to make you leave that situation?
Overall, hospitality, just that portion of hospitality just had to end. As you said, it wasn't the cleaning, it was more the people.
They don't respect your property a lot of the times.
And for a while, so I did 8 years in Airbnb. So again, anybody that knows me, all of my people, yada, yada, anybody that knows me know that I've been doing Airbnb.
Yeah.
That's always been my bread and butter no matter what. I've always kept it. But it just finally came to a time after dealing with literally thousands of people over the years. It's just come to a time where it's just like, hey, other things are more profitable.
Makes sense.
And, you know, that's just what it is.
Absolutely, because every move we make has to make sense. And if it's not making sense like it did, then it's time to pivot. And you've got other options. You've got other things. Was your Airbnb property or properties here in the Atlanta area?
That always, yes. Yeah. My best friend, she has properties in Jamaica.
Okay.
She lives in Jamaica, so shout out to Melissa.
Okay, shout out to Melissa. Which
is actually stuck in Melissa right now.
Oh my gosh, well, prayers out to you, Melissa.
It's crazy.
Yes.
She's quite fine. Her husband and her family, the whole of Portland, their side of town is fine. Thank God.
Thank God, yeah.
Thank God. We've been getting reports from a lot of others. But yeah, she has Airbnb properties in Jamaica, and I had several. It got to a point where a few years ago, that was another reason I had to quit music. I got to a point I had 24 units.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot.
Yeah. So not 24 homes. I don't want, them people that nobody think that, yeah. I had overall 24 units because I got into property management.
Wow.
So
oh my gosh.
It was just a headache. So you're doing that, plus you're doing shows, plus you're doing that, and just the personal life kicked in. It kicked in. And everybody wanted to ride, everybody wanted to have fun. And it just all hit at once, and it kicked in.
Absolutely, because it's almost like becomes a situation where you have to babysit it. Because, like you said, you got to collect the money from people. So, I'm late on rent. I don't have
It was horrible. People don't want to leave, people throwing parties, and then you got to deal with the Airbnb, and then it started going AI, and then it was just a lot. So
I can only imagine.
So I said hospitality, though. Otherwise, my best friend also does as we mentioned, Jamaica trips.
Yes, break that down for us.
It's actually her thing, the biggest, and I have been scoping. I've done a few of mine.
Okay.
My last trip was about 30 people.
This is Melissa still you're talking about. Okay.
So big up MC Bookings, big up Crystal Entertainment, the whole nine. Portland, their brand is pretty huge. They actually own Roots 21 restaurant as well.
Okay.
So prayers out to the whole Portland.
Yes.
So they do great give back for the whole community.
That is amazing. Yeah. So if somebody here or anywhere in the world wants to take a Jamaica trip, they can tap in with her and she can kind of arrange the entire scenario, where to stay, all the accommodations.
That is what MC Bookings does. My last trip was about 30 people. MC. Hers is more general. She started in 2018. You can go to, I'll show you a page. If you know me, follow our pages. But the entire nine. We have drivers, us being from Jamaica, and knowing and having these benefits to put together a package other than. So if a person wanted to go and get the true all-inclusive rather than just going to stay at the Ryu and, and get the fake food and get the little caribou dancing or whatever little fake thing that they do. So
it's touristy. That's too touristy. It's like you said, it's kind of fake.
But with us, we rent a villa, rent a mansion villa, bring a chef for the whole 5 days or a week, bring a chef.
Wow.
So you got lobster cooked there. You go catch all the fresh food. We bring a chef. We bring a driver because we got coastal buses. So the coastal buses hold like 30, 40 people.
Wow. So
it's a great trip, and we've documented it all. So we've got nearly 100 friends that have, and that's just the friends that have been, because we never started off looking to make money.
Right.
Never a money thing. Like truly, we just like, hey, we love Jamaica and we like people to come enjoy Jamaica.
Sure.
So
I feel like that's important when you are traveling to a place you've never been before and maybe don't know people that live there. It's so important to tap in with, like Melissa and her place of business, because they're going to make sure that you're taken care of. They're going to make sure you're staying in the right areas. You got the transportation, you got the hospitality, because if I'm traveling anywhere that I've never been before and I don't know anybody there, like I'm going to feel a little lost, because I'm sure every area has good spots, bad spots, somewhere in between. So you got to be mindful of that.
Of course. You drive on everybody around you. It get deep. It get deep. So yeah, I've always advised people, especially right now. Of course, right now, I wouldn't even say it's we're not joking, so it's not a joking matter. But when our island get correct, right now we have not seen the devastation, because what is today? Yeah. Today is
it's Wednesday and it just hit yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday and currently.
Currently, it's still going on.
The hurricane is tearing the place apart.
Yes.
So when our island get back to being the full functioning island that it is, everybody come out. That's how you guys can help.
Exactly. I was going to say, you'll probably be able to keep people posted through social media how we can help, whether it's through donations or whatever it may be, because they're going to need a lot of help.
Yeah. Place is damaged
bad. I seen one video last night of the airport there. I don't know if there's multiple airports, but one of the airports, and it was like demolished. The roofs was caving in. It was completely flooded. And I'm just like, man, it's so devastating. It's going to take months, if not years, to completely recover from that. Because that water damage, once something's water damaged, it's no good anymore.
Yeah. And Jamaica already didn't have the infrastructure already. So
right.
That's the messed up part. So similar to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Similar to a lot of other places that are island dwelling. We're not attached to a large state. Yeah. We're not attached to the U.S. We're not attached to Britain. Britain is having the responsibility to do certain things. And we're literally just a small peck of an island out in the middle of nowhere. So that kind of devastation, the infrastructure is not the same as here.
Yes, so. You're absolutely right. And, again, definitely prayers out to everybody there, your family, your friends, and beyond that, because there's a lot of people who are, and I seen people on TikTok that were over there visiting and they're stuck there. They couldn't leave because the airport shut down. So it's it's a mess right now.
It's a mess. Prayers out to everybody there. Prayers out to everybody's mental, because, I've also got family from Louisiana. So I was adopted. So my adopted family is from Louisiana. So I went through Katrina. I was in 7th grade when.
Oh yeah, because you did say you were in Louisiana.
Yeah. So I lived a little bit everywhere. So being from down there, experiencing Katrina and seeing the displacement.
Yes.
Seeing my family, by the hundreds have to go to Houston and all these other places. So right. America can definitely understand what's going on right now is that level of devastation. So prayers for everybody, because houses are flooded. As simple as we may think it, if you've never been through a hurricane, like you said, you are in Florida, so you can understand the travesty. You can understand what they'll do.
I know a couple people who lost their homes because of hurricanes, and it's devastating. And we think about it like, oh, that wasn't me, but it could be you.
Could be you.
What if you lost your everything? And not everybody has a savings account. Not everybody has great homeowners insurance or what have you. And they literally, now they're relying on GoFundMes and stuff like that. And it's just, we're in that era right now. Not everybody's doing financially great.
And unfortunately, that is the unfortunate part of beyond infrastructure is Jamaica is, as they've been discussing. So all the analysts, everybody's been discussing is financially.
The economy.
We already didn't.
Yeah.
The average person, it's like a 70+% unemployment rate.
Yeah.
My entire life in Jamaica, I've always known, there are no jobs. When you leave college, there's no point in really going to college. The average ghetto kid, we leave school at 16. And there is no free school. There is no free public school, so it's already a rough life there.
Yeah.
So if they were already living in a little shack, board houses, people here don't think about it. So people here may complain about, that's why I get up and I'm here. That's why I do the work that I do, because, that little $20 Walmart job that you overthinking, people here complain about an apartment that has white fridges or whatever, when I literally have friends that we still live in board house.
Yeah.
We still taking dumps in the little outhouse toilet.
Exactly.
That your grandma. People think that this is like, oh, it just don't exist. So not to put down my country.
Of course. No, absolutely.
Yeah, but just the reality of like the average person just don't have. Like minimum wage in Jamaica is $175 a month. Wow. 175 US.
Wow.
A month is minimum wage.
So it's like people that live here, stop complaining if you got a white appliances. Be happy that you got damn appliances. Like, just stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be so caught up on aesthetic stuff and perception that honestly, who's gonna see it? Are you letting people in your home all the time to see them white? Who cares? Be happy you got a stove to cook.
Spray paint it now.
Nah, for real. You know what I'm saying? Be happy you got a damn stove and a roof over your head. For real.
Life is real.
Do you think that artists today need to think like business owners when it comes to this music? Because a lot of them don't take the time to learn the business.
Oh, without doubt. If you're not here trying to learn the business, if you're not here trying to study, get that knowledge in and apply that knowledge, then you just here to be a fucking mascot. The fuck else you here to do?
They're in the way.
You just in the way. Like, y'all nigga, y'all motherfucker is the reason y'all be the motherfucker. Y'all the reason I walk out of studios. So just let that shit be known. Like, Jungle is back. I'm back on that shit. Like, if I were ever in your studio at whatever the fuck, I don't give a fuck what. If you listening, if you see me at now, any other interview, if you ever remember that, hey, Jungle, like, if I genuinely had a reason, I gave you a reason, it was a little bit different. But if you ever seen me just walk out that motherfucker, it's because you was on that tight time.
I know that's right.
You ain't got no ASCAP BMI. You ain't trying to learn shit. You don't know nothing about split. You don't know nothing about nothing. And then I'm telling you shit, and you like, I'm just trying to make music. Bro, you can make music at your mama house.
You could stay home.
Like,
they don't want it.
You can stay home, bro. Like,
I'll be here to say a lot of y'all artists don't want it. And you can't convince me otherwise. If you're not taking the time to study this is your craft. If you want to be a doctor, you got to go to school for probably 8 years, right? To get degrees and certifications. You can't just walk into a doctor office and apply for a job and they're going to hire you. It's no different.
You got to fuck up on certain dummies, dollies.
Nah, for real.
You got to fail certain tests. Like, you got to go through it to know what you're doing.
This music business is no different because otherwise you're never going to make money. Let's just clear the air.
And that is the end point right there.
You'll never make a dime.
Unfortunately, there are other ways, and now like we're dealing with delusions that get funded.
Yeah. But AIs and stuff like that.
Not only that. Like, people think, and then you end up like, I understand everybody can become a streamer, and it's not to doubt anything, because I got streamer homies, you got everybody.
Yeah.
But now people think, oh, I don't have to work. I could just do this. And I'm like, hold up. You think that streamer just became that streamer overnight?
Exactly.
You think Funny Mike, you think any of these people, like motherfucking Cam, anybody, like, you think anybody just became a streamer overnight? They just turned on their camera and they just get paid.
Period. It doesn't work like that. It takes years to build up that type of momentum.
Yes. To answer your question, yes, people have to, if you want to be an artist and you want to be anything other than a basement artist, because that's what I call them. I call them all the time. If you remember me from the studio, you remember I call them basement artists. Because you don't never want that music go nowhere other than your homie basement. Bro.
Yeah.
Like,
it really blows my mind when artists question why they got to pay for stuff. And I'm like, it's a business. Nothing in this world is free.
Okay, I'll give you an example. I'll give you something crazy. At least, let's give them the doubt. Let's say it's a B-list artist, because I'm a very humble person.
Yeah.
So let's say it's a B-list, not even say A-list. Not even say A-list, B-list artist. And they come, and I can understand the clout era.
Yeah.
I can understand that you may say, all right, I'm going to waive my, my usual fees for this, and I'm going to waive my this, and I'm going to waive my whatever. Because your staff still got to work.
Yes.
You still got to work. You still got to have lights at all your studios. You still got to do everything.
It's expensive.
Like, you don't get Wi-Fi for free. You don't get any kind of distribution. You don't get nothing for free.
Right.
So imagine you just say, all right, you got this B-list of a name. I'm going to just do this for you. But then I get to work with that same artist now in the studio. And I'm like, yo, bro, that song sound all right. We should take that song and just give me $300 and let's go get it mixed.
Yeah.
Man, bro, what the fuck? I don't pay $300 for no mix. like, these are the things that like we get to enjoy as producers and writers and people who get thrown into the studio with them. Like, we can say A&R, but we get to deal with this.
A lot of people, not just artists, but I feel like in the world, people feel entitled, and it's like nothing is free. And like you said, it costs money to keep the lights on. It costs money to keep the Wi-Fi, the security, like bills, got to pay the car note, the rent, like everything costs. And yes, you can get some free stuff by building relationships. But that's comes with time as well. Like relationships will put you in places that money cannot. There's certain rooms that you can't buy your way into. However, if you're an artist that's just starting out, please don't think that you're going to be able to get. Now, once you get to like maybe that B-list level, even A-list level, of course, there's going to be people who are going to do free stuff for you. But don't think you're not spending any money.
Exactly. And still be respectful and come through with deliverables. Come through with deliverables, be straight up, like still have some form of business to it.
Exactly.
And don't expect that everywhere. And the point is, like you said, you're going to spend some money.
Trust me.
No engineer, the biggest thing, I'm like you. I am an advocate for female DJs. I got a thing for female DJs. Female DJs is they deserve their thing.
Yes.
They create another vibe. But engineers.
Yes.
Engineers are the industry. Like I highly, as a writer, we got to fight for our stuff. As a producer, that's another fight. But the engineers, if every engineer packed up today and said, screw it.
Yeah.
Every song would sound horrible.
Absolutely, because no program or AI is ever going to be able to put that human element and get your song sounding the way it does. So put some respect on their name.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my engineers out there and artists. Pay your engineers and give them credit too. Like
you can go look up on any song that we done dropped, and I keep showing the drop. You can go look up at my goddamn communications with my people. I make sure to send JP name on there.
Got to.
JP Engineering, Pro Mix Global, the collab.
Yes.
On there, like, cause when it go, I want that man to make sure to get his plat.
100%.
Cause he made sure that the record sound clean.
Exactly. Because let's be honest. A lot of these songs wouldn't go where they did if it didn't have a good mix on it. Because the songs, delivery wise, by the artist, be mediocre, but they got that phenomenal fire production and fire
producers and engineers.
They the ones helping you get them plaques. There's some dope artists out there. Don't give me
engineers need to start getting a little point. If they were smart, they would get them an ass cut.
Right.
Get them a BMI and get them a little point. But that's up to them, and they got down, you feel me, whoever they got working there, that's them.
I never understood why more engineers don't get involved on that aspect, because they should be collecting some sort of royalties on the back end as well.
They should. I mean, good ones probably do. Should be.
Right.
That's an underslept. It's an underslept. I mean, it would be a hard fight with the lawyers and shit, but like I tell people, the first thing I say when I get in the room, a little point ain't gonna hurt.
No.
A little 2 point ain't gonna hurt.
It's definitely not, because they're the ones helping you get your sound where it needs to be for the world to even want to listen to it.
A little 2 point ain't gonna hurt.
So what legacy are you looking to build, not just musically, but we'll say culturally and financially?
Overall, jungle and anything that comes from jungle, peace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, I just have one big outlook is peace and helping people to get to the next level, good enjoyment. I like to make music for good enjoyment for all different types of genres. And yeah, when you hear my music and you think about me and anything that I've done, just think about peacefulness and having a good time. That's it. That is it. I'm not really a beef person. But yeah.
I love that. I'm the same way. I really make a great effort to stay neutral in situations, you know what I'm saying? And remove myself from situations that don't serve me, or if I'm not being a service to that situation, because I like my peace.
Oh, yeah.
We got to protect our peace.
Oh, yeah.
So I got kind of a fun question to ask you, right? You're originally from Jamaica, but you live here in A. Mm-hmm. Great music from both spots. But if we had to put Atlanta versus Jamaica toe to toe, who going to come out winning musically?
You know that answer.
I want to hear it from you.
You know that answer. You know that answer.
I want to hear it from you.
You know that answer. Jamaica kill it now. Jamaica, yo, I am front of 8. Goddamn Wesley Chapel raised. Like, goddamn, on front of 8, but nah, like Jamaica's influence is undeniable.
I agree. And I love Atlanta music too. I love, American hip hop, but I feel like I said earlier on, reggae music is just so feel good and it's international. Everybody would want to listen to it.
Overpowering in a good way.
So who is a couple of your biggest, like musical influences out of Jamaica? Who has been like some of them people that you really, not necessarily you want to be like them, but you're inspired by their hustle, their grind, their sound?
I mean, out of Jamaica?
Yeah, give them their flowers.
Let me see. Out of Jamaica specifically, I would say, definitely, obviously, Cartel. Sean Paul, the bigs. Sean Paul, the Shaggy. Anybody that can last 30 plus years.
Yeah.
Of course, big up to all of the current artists.
Yeah.
But Beanie Man and all of the Sean Paul, Shaggy, and the reason that I list these people is not only were they huge in dancehall and are huge in dancehall.
Yeah.
They made crossovers and boundaries and leaps, and they made people take them serious to where their families are good.
Yeah.
Their publishing is good. Of course, the friggin' Marleys,
Can't leave them out. They're
that's an automatic.
That's an automatic.
That is a automatic. So the Max Romeo family has done their thing. I will never leave them out. Never, ever, ever.
Is there still a lot of Marley legacy doing music?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I actually wrote a song with Bob Marley's grandson.
Okay.
Yeah. Kimani Marley, his son. So Biggs from Shatas. His son, Skipper Mac. He's in
amazing.
Miami. Yeah, me and him did a record. It never came out. It still hasn't came out. Up to a couple weeks ago, me and him was talking on Instagram, and he said, "Yo, send me something right." So I'm gonna get it done because I need that.
Hold him accountable.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ranking, you need to tell ranking.
Yes.
Ranking, forget fun. Get Timmy as well. Timmy. Everybody need to forget fun that. But me have a wicked song made by my producer. But yes, it's made for Skipper Mac.
Did you see the Bob Marley movie?
Of course.
Do you feel like it really represented his legacy well? I know it's difficult to sum up someone's entire life in like a couple-hour movie, but do you feel like with what they did that they represented his legacy well?
I will say that I don't know the family personally.
Yeah.
And I don't, I'm too young to know that background and history.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to say. But I was appreciative of the film.
Yeah, I thought it was a phenomenal film.
Being a Jamaican, knowing that actor, I can't call his name right now because I don't know it.
Yeah.
But knowing that actor, the great British actor.
He did a phenomenal job.
Knowing that he wasn't Jamaican at all.
Exactly.
And he still did the decent role, as a Jamaican and very critical of everything of that. They did a good job and a good depiction.
Yeah.
I was very glad of the film. So I do. To sum it up, I do feel like they did their best. Could more have been covered? Yes.
Right.
But I was very glad of it.
Is that something that you're interested in doing? Is getting into film or maybe doing some sort of documentary about your journey? Does that interest you at all?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I can't spill the beans right now.
Okay.
But I have to put in the work first. But I'm glad that you see that, and I'm glad that you know that. Like I definitely have. I want to get some things documented.
Yeah.
So from here to Jamaica, it's the poverty aspect. Period. Yeah.
People need to know that. They need to see it because there's a lot of privileged people who will never understand what true poverty looks like.
And I'm not just looking for poverty. We see poverty every day, especially with social media. You see shit, yada, yada. And the unfortunate part with social media is that you only get about 30 seconds of people time. And then after that, 30, 60 seconds, they're either interested or they're not. But I'm not scared to bring it to those who do need to, because there are some people that do need to. And it's not just the poverty. Definitely focused on a documentary that showcases poverty to, posh, as we would say, poverty to posh.
But showing all the good too. I just had this conversation 2 days ago with another artist that I've been working with. He's from the Virgin Islands, but he's here in Atlanta. And we were talking about how it's such a microwave era that everything is short form content. You got a good 30 seconds and then boom, you're out of there, right?
Oh, yeah.
But that's only showing a 30-second blip of someone's entire existence, their entire being. So I feel like, yeah, short form content is on the forefront, but I feel like long form content, stuff like this, documentaries, is vital.
It reaches who it's supposed to.
Exactly,
and
because
I'm okay with that.
People need to take the time to understand. You can watch a clip on Instagram and that's all they watch a 30-second clip from a potentially an hour-long interview and then they want to make all their assumptions. No, you need to go watch the entire thing.
And they didn't even watch the whole 30 seconds of it. They watched 5 seconds. Like, I didn't like what he was saying.
Exactly.
Documentation-wise, I have a few different directors and camera people that I'm eventually going to get with, especially mental health-wise as well.
Yes.
But I want to document a specific aspect that I want to document. I'm going to make sure to include my boy Ink. I'm going to make sure to include a lot of my rich friends. I'm going to make sure to put my grandpa in there.
Aw.
But the reason and the way being is, like, my adoptive grandpa, I want to make sure, because my grandpa used to pick cotton at goddamn 6 and shit. He grew up in Cottonport, Louisiana.
Wow.
He grew up with, like, nothing. Didn't go to school like the typical sharecropper family. Like, his grandparents was slaves. Like, he grew up literally in Cottonport, Louisiana with nothing.
Man.
And that man straight now. Straight. Like, he grandkids straight.
It's amazing.
Like he's straight. So I want to make sure to document and show a lot of my football homies, a lot of my tattoo homies, a lot of my homies that come from Mississippi, Jamaica, wherever, that go back and say, hey, I started from this, but this how I live now.
Oh my gosh, please put that out there because I feel like a lot of these youngins don't realize how damn good they got it. Like, my grandmother just passed in September and she lived to be 101 years old.
Oh yeah, blessed.
Blessings. And she would tell me, like, growing up, she worked on a farm. Like, there was no luxury. There were no electricity.
Yeah, out of Florida too. If she was in Florida, then I'd imagine.
Yeah, like, she went through it, you know what I'm saying? And just like your grandfather as well. And people need to know that because kids these days, they get to sit in an air conditioning house with a tablet in their hand,
like you said,
snacks to eat.
The white fridge is a problem.
The white fridge is a problem.
No Wi-Fi is a problem.
But there's people out here who didn't have damn electricity and running water. They had to go, like you said, to the outhouse to take a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we still got my granny board house. Like, we still sleep in the board house. Like, we still sleep with the radiator crank up. Like, we still sleep in the board house with the, like, we ain't knocked it down for a reason. Like, my grandpa owned probably like almost 30 houses. My grandpa probably owned like 29, 21 all high. And he ain't knocked down nothing.
That's a part of history. I'm glad that he didn't.
He ain't letting us knock down nothing. He ain't his letting his kid knock down nothing. He
said, as long as I'm here, ain't nothing getting knocked down.
We gonna patch it up, throw a little roof on it, like hurricanes that came through everything.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
We're gonna touch it up a little bit and keep it moving.
We gonna lay down that little, 2-bedroom, little board house, little 1890 whatever build. Like, shit, we go in that motherfucker and just and live. Like,
absolutely, that's a part of history right there.
Yeah, man, kids got to be grounded, bro.
They do, man, because some of these youngins, I just want to choke them out. I ain't gonna lie, because they just be feeling so entitled, and they be bratty, and they be in public, and they be crying, and because they can't have a toy. And I'm like, if you don't shut the, bruh, I ain't let my son ever act like that.
And it's not just here. Yeah,
we ain't not over here. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, we work for what we have.
Yeah.
Period.
You gotta respect.
So we got the song Felony.
Yep.
Loaded up, ready to go. We're gonna check it out. Anything else you got in the work coming down the pipeline that we need to know about before we check out the song?
As I let her know, I got a lot dropping with Trey Lawson.
Okay.
Trey Lawson is the biggest thing that we got dropping soon. We got the record with Carter Z. It's actually him, produced by Carter Z. Carter Z's in Chicago. He going real crazy. And we dropping that in 2026.
Okay.
So I can't give y'all the time in 2026, but that'll definitely be real early, and we going to start rolling them out. rolling them out. We also got some records with Caution in Jamaica. And Trey Lawson is on those. Trey Lawson produced those. I did a lot of writing. The Popcorn. I got some points. On a Popcorn record single that has been in the pipeline. Been how long? And we get everything together and finally drop. Can't tell y'all that I wrote, but I got points on a Popcorn record that is supposed to be coming. And I'm going to be as glad as you guys when I can finally tell y'all that it's out. But yeah, 2026, that will be out as well.
So you got a lot in the works, a lot on the way. Yeah. People who want to keep up with the journey to be informed when everything is coming, where can they follow you?
Only One Jungle. Social media is Only One Jungle. All I have is an Instagram, and it's Only One Jungle. That's where you can follow me. And
let them know, is it one O-N-E spelled out?
That it is.
Just so they know, because they, not to say there's another one out there, but they could have been looking for the actual digit, number one.
I'm glad for that. It is only, and the one is spelt out. Jungle. Only One Jungle.
I like that name too.
Yeah.
Say jungle in your heaviest Jamaican accent.
I will not.
Why?
Why you don't want me to do that?
Yeah, just say it. Because I just want to hear how it sounds in your heaviest Jamaican accent. Give us that real quick.
I'm gonna say it certain jungle.
And there you go. That's what I needed. I love it.
There you go. All right. There you go.
Definitely. Who do you want to give thanks to for supporting you through your journey?
Definitely Atlanta and all my personal friends.
Yeah.
All my personal friends, industry or not. I want to give a big shout out to all my personal friends. Shout out to Vidya as well. I'm doing my distribution now with Vidya.
Okay.
And I would like to give a big shout out to them for the opportunity.
That's been a beautiful situation, it sounds like, for you, working with them.
Yeah, it was pretty seamless. My boy Hot went ahead and lined it up, and it was seamless. So it is not a distribution deal. I don't want people to get, confused and think that I've done a publishing deal, distribution deal, none of that. I ain't got no money. All my money still my damn self.
Yeah.
But I do have an agreement with them. I got a distribution agreement. Malise is on the same team as well. She's there. It's a ton of people. So what's that boy? Low Shimmy. I want to say that boy, my man's Low Shimmy. A ton of us are also on video.
So you have a direct connect with somebody there if you need to talk to somebody about, whatever it is. Do you have a person, a representative that you can talk to directly at the company?
Yeah.
I feel like that's so dope and important because a lot of artists, they'll take their distribution through, of course, a DistroKid or TuneCore, and they're lost in the sauce. Trying to reach somebody at one of them places is probably almost impossible. So it's when you're working with a company where you actually have representation that you can speak with to help you with something, I feel like that's super important.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely taking full advantage and moving forward. I always big them up. I'm grateful for that opportunity.
Yes. Well, thank you for being here today. Thank you for sharing your journey with us.
Oh, yeah. 87.3. Hype 87.3. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course. Let's check out this record, though, this Felony record. Introduce it for us.
Jungle, they're in Atlanta with Hype 87.3. Introducing Felony.
Y'all stay tuned for it.
Come and see what all the hype is about. Tune in to the Hype 87.3.
Hey, yo, Jack. Say what? I've been pushing keys like I